Good morning, guys. It's really early. It's around 5 a.m. It's July 4th. It's American Great holiday, and I'm using this beautiful background as the beginning of the studio vlog. So let's go inside. Okay, this is better because this is not the public part. I didn't want to bother anyone that is sleeping on this side. But never mind. I'm Nada Serafimovic. I'm a children's book illustrator from Belgrade, Serbia, and I'm a creator of a BGBIRD brand. It's basically bird that is a mascot for city of Belgrade, and then I just explore and experiment with the character. And I wanted to update you also, but I didn't want to risk making like daily vlogs, which I wanted from the start, but let's not be too ambitious. Why? You may ask why. So explaining in short, I think I want to make studio vlogs which are like within 1 week, and that is why, because I started 8 weeks of doing special regime with my body and skin and everything reacts on how my bad eating habits are. And I wanted the summer to be, because we're still in some kind of isolation and it's still not good, and traveling is a little bit, let's say, less recommended, but I didn't plan to travel this summer that much. I wanted to make my own books, small travel books, which are definitely the biggest product that I'm ever going to be creating for BGBIRD brand. And books, that's what I'm all about. I love books and I love creating them, I love illustrating them, and I always dreamed about being an author, so I wanted to kind of make parallel so I can see, and you can probably, if you're subscribed, if not, you can follow my journey during this 2 months. Next 2 months there will be like 8, let's say 5 or 6 vlogs or something, if not more. Sorry, I'm too slow in the morning. I really need to make some cuts because I didn't prepare any script. I just wanted to start this. So this is my 3rd day of doing eating healthy, measuring the food, and I didn't step on a scale, but I did measure my waist, and yeah, it's absolutely huge. So the biggest area on my body is the stomach, and that's basically somebody who has a sedentary job, and the stress, it's very easy to stress out. That's me, in short. So let's try to fight the challenge, because I'm a super excellent, experienced food addict. I'm definitely on the top of any scale you can measure about that, and I wanted to push myself mentally in that way, to kind of meditate while I draw. And today I wanted to start sketching, not thumbnails, I already have thumbnails for first of 2 or hopefully 3 books for BGBIRD like franchise series, and they're related to Christmas and New Year's, because I wanted to make a small Kickstarter or something. Let's to see if there's an interest, or if not, I just wanted to make it for myself, and to make it available for you on my website. And I wanted to make it all by myself, like literally the sewing. I wanted to make it with a quality paper, but let's start first with sketches, because I already have thumbnails. There will be 25 double pages, and I want to do decorative forsets. I don't know how to say it in English. It's basically a decorative page that connects the hardcover with the block, the entire book, the inside of the book. And I also wanted to keep it as simple as I can, because I love retro, vintage, daily stripes cartoons like Peanuts and you know, Snoopy and all that. I will definitely do it in ink, and it will be digital ink. I wanted to do it by hand, but no. and yeah, it's you know, it's easier, it's better to claim the quality than be more interesting on a camera or something, because editing that will probably be more practical to use on making better illustrations or preparing for printing or something. So yeah, let's see what happens, and we go. Yeah, my room is usually the most dark one in the morning, which is sad, but you can see my wall is full of sketches. I did start my TikTok, but then I raised the application, but yeah, let's see it together. Let me see what I'm filming. So yeah, this is a print, but basically these are just let's see if I can deal with the light. Yeah, that's better. So I wanted to improve in character design this year. Maybe, yeah, I mentioned that in my last video, which was, oh my god, that was so long ago, I think 4 weeks. And yeah, these are like 2 versions of how to solve black and white. Yeah, just relaxing, you know. After doing some commissions, I take a break a bit. Yeah, it's super messy. My studio is super messy. I also want to take care of that. Here are the thumbnails for BGBIRD travel books, which are about Sri Lanka and about Belgrade, which I think is important to be, you know, about Belgrade as well. Because yeah, this is who I am, this is where I'm from. And these are the sketches for book covers, and I want them to be super simple. So yeah, so let's start working, and yeah, wish me luck. Oh yeah, and I wanted to use this as a one more opportunity for anyone who wants to learn through seeing the process. I will explain everything in phases. I will add some nice details verbally why I did something that I did when the time comes for that phase or for that move, or talking about layout and how to make a book looking interesting. I want to do something that is minimalistic, and people always kind of underestimate minimalism when it comes to book illustration, but people who have really, let's say, a bit of a taste and refined mind, they always appreciate that more, because the most famous books, for not for children, but basically all the books in the world that are super special design wise and illustration wise, are mostly conceptual ones, the ones that are extremely interesting layout wise and giving only the details that are needed. So I'm pretty much into that for my future, hopefully future franchise. I'm afraid to say that even because there are always so many commissions, and I'm not in a position to, you know, just do my own thing, as probably many of you are who are into illustration and doing that as a day, you know, full-time freelancers like me. And I also wanted to say that I pretty enjoyed thumbnailing, and I wanted to talk about that. So I was literally writing the notes beside like super small, I'll show you actually, wait here. So I put everything in one place. So this is basically what I have sketched for this book so far. And the most important thing, I think, is this phase for me. I wanted to keep it very simple, so it will be a little bit more interesting, just to have like general super rough shapes, or if I don't have idea I can just leave it blank, but I wanted to make 2 books that are Christmas related, because yeah, why not? And actually it was 1, and then I realized I want 2, yeah, so this is kind of like a manuscript, and you can say it's pretty much it. And when I see the thumbnail, for example, this one, where the bird is actually sketching, so this is like and sketch and sketch and sketch on different locations in the house, and I just already put different layouts for the same situations, and even though it's different, the bird will always be under different angle when sketching on these three, because the repetition is something that you should make pretty interesting and show the variety, especially with simple let's say black and white books. And I'm not sure if this book is going to be very simple at the end. Maybe I will add orange, because I love orange and I love that's basically my color. And this is one of double page from one of the books, but super roughly done. I love this hedgehog character because I have designed him years ago, like 3 years ago. I will show you. This is from one of my exhibitions, and I just love this hedgehog character. So I wanted to make it like a warm Christmas story with all the animals, and still to be in kind of a modern setting, not really in that much of a natural setting, because Belgrade bird is a city bird. Yeah, it's very urban. Yeah, these were sketches for something I did here. After that, in ink, like over on the top of it. And I really enjoyed, because I want these to be small books, I really enjoyed deciding. That's probably my favorite thing of all preparations. I don't know why. I love deciding on a size of the book, and especially if illustrations are mostly, like in my case, I love illustration to be like at 80% or more of entire thing. I decided to just do small book, but I didn't go with square. I don't know if you can see. So this is a little bit longer, so when it's together, for me it looks amazing. I don't know. I was also, when you decide on size for the book, let me show you. When you try to decide on the size of the book, this background is not pleasing. But the thing I'm talking, I suppose, is more important, and I will probably overlap myself now with some sketching or something. So it is, for me, the book is all about how you feel it when you take it in your hands, and of course about the story. So if the kids are super small, the book should be large and very expressive. But when it's something that is travel size, I'm creating like travel size, super light brand in general. Something, even the board games that you can bring with you, they're less than 100 grams or something. That's my concept. So for the books, it's definitely going to be small, like this. Like that was the first clue, and first thing I definitely, I decided I wanted. And then from there I was going about the feeling and how much details I want to put and how I want the details to be displayed. How much space do I really need for the book to still stay very small, but to be very descriptive in a way, the imagery to be just big enough. I don't know how to hope this helps. This is the actual book size I decided on, and maybe this sketch was too, so maybe this sketch was, the figures were too big, but I always tend to oversize something that I sketch, so it's easy when I do that digitally to put a little bit more inside, to scale it a little bit, and then make even better composition. This is just a draft for me because I was itchy to start and I didn't have time to start. I started on paper like I did in 10 minutes. So yeah, let's do some no makeup studio vlog and some sketching in my messy studio room, and I really do hope you enjoy. After everything I do bit by bit, I will show my face again and I will talk. So yeah, hopefully you enjoy with me in this studio vlog for the week. See you later. Okay, it has been a few hours, and I was kind of slow because I was going through my rough manuscript trying to remember the grammar, but I have to ask some of my friends who are native English speaking people to check it out. I don't know if I'm gonna do a Serbian version as well. I hope so. I hope somebody will express to want it in Serbian for their kids or whatever. And I really like that I do it rough again, so it's really free and has a movement. But the next phase will be way more interesting to watch me doing. So I filmed like first several pieces that I'm roughly sketching, and then I will show the rest. Also, one more very cool thing, I think. I always try for everything to be cohesive a bit, to have sense for me, and I'm always so chaotic, and I realized I have this zoom in. I have some old, never mind, I have some old nice how to say, a sticker sheet drawings of birds with Christmassy theme, and I realized I can use sticker designs for the page, the decorative page that goes on both ends, connecting with a card cover, Forzets. I can use that, and like either designing a Forzets and then using it for a sticker sheet, or opposite, like in this case. And I think it will look pretty cool because it's connecting to the book. I'll have a sticker sheet that is going with the book. And one more thing that I'm really excited about is probably, I don't know if I mentioned in previous video or videos, but I really would like to have a toy that like a bird. I used to have like toys for Halloween, like custom made, hand crocheted, all cotton and all absolutely ecological and baby friendly and all that. When I was a kid, I always wanted to have a book, and I always missed a toy that represents the character. Actually, when I was that small, after that Disney started doing enormous amount of merchandise that was pretty impressive. But when I was like 5, 6, 7, there wasn't so much, and that's when I needed. So maybe it would be really cool to make to ask wonderful Liliana to make that that version, for a Christmassy version, maybe with a scarf, maybe with a scarf and a hat that is like for sleeping, maybe. I don't know. Let's see how it works for hand crochet to look really professional. So yeah, I will definitely be bothering Liliana to make single piece to be a custom order, like ordered with a book if somebody wants. And yeah, I'm definitely starting to warm up now. I'm gonna take a break, and I'll continue when I come back to studio. Oh, and of course, I forgot one more thing, of course. What else would have happened? This is like Friday, and I'm usually, my art videos are on Tuesday, usually, when they are uploaded. So this will be like 4 days studio vlog. It will not be entire week, but it makes it even more interesting, and let's see what we can do in 4 days. And actually on Tuesday I have to start editing, so it will not be much time before that, and let's see how it's progressing. I'm so excited. Okay, so I always forget to film when it goes well. It's about 5 p.m. but I had a lot of sleep today because I didn't sleep last night. Never mind, just a detail. And I realized the thing I said, I just had to put whatever I have for materials right away to see if that really works. Let me find a... oh, it's not open. So here is the yeah, I took the photo, and I just did copy paste from Google Photos, and then tried to make this Forza's design and see if it works. And I really wanted, I don't know why is this, okay, it's blurry, sorry. I really did want to use this character as it is, with a little bit of iteration of a scarf, and put it on a cover. I also didn't want to get rid of this one, which is not totally, it's not related to the theme except it's Christmas. And I ended up putting typography here, which was just title on a sticker sheet, and of course planned to be cut out, so you can use it in your planner or scrapbook or wherever. And I ended up liking it. It's kind of working. I do like the way it was the line work, because it looks like they pop up a bit. They're not totally flat. And then I put them on the cover. I created a cover file. This is obviously front page, and the back page I don't know what to do with yet. I knew I wanted a logo here. I don't know why, but I did. Here's the domain, and I inked over on this original drawing for sticker sheet. And then I alterated scarf, and then I forgot to use multiply on this. As you can see, super poor resolution. It's very muddy. It's very blurry because it's from a very poor resolution photo. But I like the contrast because it's like with a black outline. It's not in color. And then that took me to this road of doing. Oh, this is not, sorry. So this I just loosen up because it's 100%. This is the real color that it will be, but I always bother using 100% lines because it takes me away from focus and what I have to improve while working. So it is not easy making something simple. I can tell you that. I didn't do it for a long time, I think, and I'm so glad to do it now. And please stay tuned. I'm enjoying the process so far, and I will be shuffling, not shuffling, but maybe that's not the right word, but going a little bit of sketching in the morning when I'm really mentally prepared, and then easily go into making beautiful lines with digital ink. And I found this I use Calty Webster brushes for years now, and this is the first time I actually wanted to go with a little bit of texture, and I use Belgium, where is it? I use Belgium Comics brush, and it looks like a triangle when you look at this here. I don't know if you can see, it's a triangle. It's really interesting texture, and I love it. I wanted something that looks the most like my brush pencil and paper, and this was kind of the closest one. So yeah, stay tuned, and hopefully you enjoy the studio vlog until Tuesday when I have to edit it. Bye for now. Oh, another thing I would love to share with you is how it can be a separate video, but as I'm not really, let's say, I'm not super about my typography. I didn't finish that kind of a section on my academy, and I don't follow all the rules while making decorative fonts. I realized when I was a student that there is not so many fonts that match with my illustration style, and I loved every illustrator who I discovered later that it was everything, all the titles of the books were handwritten, hand lettered, yeah, whatever. And right now what I'm doing, this is like totally one thing, New Year's Eve. Also what I wanted to do is be spontaneous, and right now I'm just shuffling between cover designs to see if there is, since both are Christmassy themed, I put the entire the same red, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna use it on both of them. But as it's a Christmassy theme, I think it would be good to sell them, to see them as a set, and probably sell them both together somehow. Or yeah, it's just the same theme, so it's okay. And I also there's this is like my handwriting, usual handwriting for my name when it's not too fast. I also love illustrators doing that, even though it's not too so readable and super easy to design covers with typography like this. I just decided for typography to be the illustration in this case, and therefore there is not so much dilemma on if there is too much going on. There is too much going on, but it's only typography. I'm planning to do something like a sleepy eye here, but maybe I will take that out. And this I want to keep for putting small logo here, because on the other one I have a big logo, and here I will not be having any if I don't put so. And this is like space for the domain. So I'm just thinking, you know, and I wanted to make it compositional wise super simple, and then inside to be all the game, everything that I play. And some things, if you want to make your own decorative font and you would just want to do like hand lettering without making the actual font, is to keep some things consistent. For example, you can see the letter O here. The reason why I did this, although it's just either looking good or even if it doesn't look good, is because I decided to use different approach to making the letter A, and small letter A is like this. So I don't care if it looks like letter A, because I decided to shape it differently. But A, E and O can look pretty. For example, if I did O this way, or this way, it will look very similar to E. So you have to know to try to differentiate as much as you can between the letters. So when it's this decorative, for everyone to see right away which letter it is. And I think that's the key. Even though it sounds simple, when you get all crazy about the shape and enjoying the process, you can really get lost about it. And I think I'm getting quite lost here, but I want to preserve the general idea and the first sketch, the first draft, and see if it works. I can easily change it, because it's not by hand, it's digital, and I love making more cover designs if I have to. And here is I also always wanted to play with dynamic and how the letters are telling the story and the lines. So you can see whenever I do some letter for the phrase, like sleepy before is in one way, and the other way is this looks more like this Christmas word. I wanted to connect them somehow. I transferred that that letter everywhere and try to make a nice arc in this case with it. So some things you do subconsciously, some things you do consciously, but at the end I always have to check if it works at all. If not, try to either do another sketch or just tweak it a little bit here and there. And I don't know why I did this like this, because there's a lot of empty space here, but we'll see. So P, B, and R are having the same base. So at the after I did P, I said, oh, I would just transfer it and it will look way more professional and consistent. And then I just add B part down there. I just do the O, and I just put the thing to make an R out of an R, out of this basic shape. And I feel way more satisfied like that. I did learn it in academy, but I'm the person who never follows rules, and that's why I want to keep everything as simple as I can, because I can't. I have to constrain myself as much because I'm too crazy. So yeah, this is like, I hope this is like a mini lesson if you want to do hand lettering that is really decorative like this one. There are always lots of tutorials on the internet. This is not a tutorial, this is just a thought of if you really want to do something unique for each title every time you do a book. Because if you just make your own font, you use it all over again, and it's okay. But if you do want to do crazy way like I do, these are some kind of natural things that have to stay consistent in between all of this creativeness and chaos. And yeah, stay tuned, and I think see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is Saturday. I have to go back to working on my urgent commissions right now. Thanks. Good day everyone, it's Sunday today. Yesterday we started a studio vlog, and I'm really satisfied how it went. Both mentally, like mental activity along with sketching, and then the footage I made, I think it was kind of useful. I would love to see, always wanted to see more of that kind of videos when I was starting. And sorry, the sun is changing. So today I think I'm gonna be finishing the layout, like the main composition, sketching on, I think I left 10, I did 15. I really worked on covers last night, like figuring out the small details and trying out different hand lettering on both covers so they could look similarly. You could see that in previous footage, and of course, and I'm really satisfied with that. And the beauty about the digital work is that you don't need to edit that much, that the contrast is already there, you don't have to scan. You can change always something that was good enough at the start, but at the end you just want it differently and without losing so much time as doing traditionally. So yeah, I think I'm gonna charge my battery now, and I will see if I can do some commissions first, because I don't want to feel the guilt. I always feel guilty when commissions are just too many and I have to work in bulks. But still, I want to keep this running and I want to publish a studio vlog. I also realized I do have kind of potential in my head. I do feel now when I started, it's so easy when you prepare files and when you have rough thumbnails on a paper and a rough manuscript, if you have any text, like me in this case, I wanted to do wordless books, but it just felt right to do some kind of dialogue in here, just to complement that old comic book style, daily comic style that I really love. And the thing is, I'm totally encouraged to make like work on 2 books parallelly. I do know it's one thing at a time, but these are so similar, and it's the same theme, the covers are similar. It's just it has its natural flow if I just let it go, in the meaning that I just try. I don't tell myself I can't do 2 books parallelly, or I would just see if it goes. If it doesn't, I would just focus on finishing one. I will not ruin the opportunity to finish, to just end up finishing nothing. But I got the courage yesterday. And yeah, see you later. I will make some footage of me sketching. Sorry for the noise. It's a scooter. So I will definitely have some more footage today, and I will film a little bit more tomorrow, but tomorrow I have a lot of things to do, which is changing of the plan. But never mind, I still have a lot of footage for a studio vlog because of yesterday. It was so productive. So let's see how it goes, and yeah, I hope you're watching this and that you want to follow me finishing this book. Good morning, everyone. It's July 7th. It's Tuesday today. Yesterday I didn't work so much. I just finished rough sketches entirely, like for 25 pages, and of course started the cover, and Forsets, the decorative page, is almost done. So not so much of a super speedy progress. I was excited on the first day, and then always motivation comes down, but there was also a lot of, let's say, a lot of things happening meanwhile. And today it's my birthday. So if you hear the phone constantly, you know, if you receive all, like me, like everybody, lots of love for no reason, you just get it, you know, it's just such a gift. It's my phone, and it's because it's my birthday. It's once a year, so what to do. And today I wanted to finish this vlog. Yeah, I did the video and to publish it, so hopefully you're all safe, you're all fine. The next thing I want to do from tomorrow is the 7 days studio vlog, in which I will definitely deal with commissions at first, and then maybe some few hours work on the book. But I definitely want to, because the anxiety for me is an issue at the start, starting anything, especially the personal project, because it's such a, I don't know, it makes me anxious. So whatever I do, the start, the initial phase is just too very much of a pressure for me, and I want to start to do a rough layout as for the first book from tomorrow on the second book. And then I know I just have elegant time to make a nice line work, to put some details if I want to, even to change the sketch if I don't like, but I know I have everything roughly ready to attack to make the book, making the 2 books. And if you didn't know, or if I should mention, sorry, the car. If I didn't mention properly, the first one is BGBIRD's Christmas costumes. That's the first one, and I have to do a proofreading for both of them. And because it's short, but still, you don't want to. I don't want to make mistakes like the and maybe some schedule in a sentence, like the words. Maybe it should be, maybe I think like Serbian and writing in English. It's always possible. And yeah, sleepy before New Year's Eve. So these 2 are definitely going to be the titles. I was thinking about changing the titles. Oh, these illustrations are by Nuno Notebooks Girls. There's these below are not mine. This rabbit is mine. So hope you enjoyed this first vlog, and hope you will support me. I definitely enjoy this, and I will definitely make it available on my website as soon as it's done. And I do want to buy the publication number and to make it like serious self-publish. I don't want it to be like a coloring book PDF for download. It just has to have you know, proportional effort, to the proportional treatment of the thing. Even though it's a small book, it's a travel book, like my BGBIRD franchise, doesn't matter. I think it will have, at the end, it will have all the elements to become a book. And I'm so happy to see it through the end, and I hope you will see it with me. I hope you will follow this. So this is just first studio vlog. I hope there will be 5, 6, 7, as I said at the beginning, and for that long I will be doing two books. I want to sew it by hand in Japanese style, and I want to do everything on my own for the maquette and for everything that if you want to buy the book, you will know that it's totally handmade by me, and I also love that. So let's see how that goes. I have to learn to sew. I just saw some tutorials on YouTube, and yeah. I'm super proud of myself for so far learning nothing about it, but the fact that I want to learn to sew, I'm not good with that. I'm good with finishing painting 2 meters by 2 meters for one day with big brush, but to do something delicate and to do it technically right, that's not my specialty. Yeah, I hope I will enjoy my yeah, I also have very cool non-art related news. I lost 2 inches in my stomach area in 6 days. Today is the 7th day. So it's so much easier. My ankles are not swollen, and if you're not interested, just skip this. I just wanted to say I feel so much better. And plus today it's a little bit colder, it's rainy, so if I torture myself on a chair for 10 hours, my ankles will not feel the pain and they will not be swollen, I hope. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next studio vlog on next Tuesday. Bye!